entirely, entirely, properly, properly, annually, annually, accordingly, accordingly, strictly, strictly, relatively, relatively, skillfully, skillfully, reasonably, reasonably, definitely, definitely, expressly, expressly, considerably, considerably, totally, totally, periodically, periodically, commonly, commonly, securely, securely, largely, largely, thoroughly, thoroughly, markedly, markedly, compatibly, 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 immediately, immediately, momentarily, momentarily, specifically, specifically, dramatically, 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 accidentally, accidentally, overly, overly, recently, recently, highly, highly, widely, widely, densely, densely, strategically, strategically, primarily, primarily, currently, currently, eventually, eventually, only, only, persistently, persistently, formally, formally, moderately, moderately, consistently, consistently, absolutely, absolutely, fairly, fairly, inadvertently, inadvertently, apparently, apparently, adversely, adversely, prominently, prominently, occasionally, occasionally, previously, previously, evenly, evenly, exclusively, exclusively, customarily, customarily, overwhelmingly, overwhelmingly, internally, internally, formally, firmly, drastically, drastically, greatly, greatly, neatly, neatly, generally, generally, surely, surely, fully, fully, severely, severely, seriously, seriously, poorly, poorly, simply, simply, conversely, conversely, somewhat, somewhat, rightly, rightly, respectfully, respectfully, astonishingly, badly, heavily, still, regrettably, luxuriously, loudly, proudly, overhead, meanwhile, fortunately, vastly, agreeably, ethically, unbearably, undoubtedly, cordially, discreetly, inherently, inevitably, constantly, boldly, loosely, readily, swiftly, in common, really, technically, involuntarily, sparsely, decidedly, allegedly, namely, presumably, intentionally, indeed, precisely, directly, clearly, approximately, separately, solely, increasingly, tightly, virtually, completely, necessarily, nearly, casually, unusually, effortlessly, accurately, promptly, easily, extremely, preferably, partly, carefully, punctually, slightly, officially, normally, frequently, conveniently, closely, 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 hardly, hardly, automatically, automatically, shortly, shortly, mistakenly, mistakenly, rapidly, rapidly, typically, 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 continually, continually, especially, especially, efficiently, efficiently, temporarily, 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 respectively, mutually, mutually, ultimately, ultimately, unexpectedly, unexpectedly, habitually, habitually, explicitly, 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 meticulously, meticulously, briefly, briefly, routinely, routinely, simultaneously, unanimously, unanimously, actually, actually, lately, lately, gradually, gradually, minimally, minimally, hastily, hastily, correctly, correctly, sharply, sharply, loudly, loudly, randomly, randomly, openly, openly, hopefully, hopefully, meaningfully, meaningfully, broadly, broadly, carelessly, carelessly, effectively, effectively, traditionally, traditionally, surprisingly, surprisingly, voluntarily, voluntarily, obviously, obviously, regularly, regularly, diligently, diligently, collectively, collectively, rightfully, 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 loyally, loyally, sensibly, sensibly, substantially, substantially, significantly, significantly, reluctantly, reluctantly, persuasively, persuasively, repeatedly, 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 improperly, improperly, externally, externally, cautiously, cautiously, convincingly, convincingly, utterly, 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 artificially, artificially, deliberately, deliberately, productively, productively, proportionally, proportionally, indefinitely, indefinitely, abruptly, abruptly, concisely, concisely, abundantly, abundantly, functionally, functionally, variably, variably, assertively, 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 professionally, proficiently, spontaneously, spontaneously, conspicuously, conspicuously, exaggeratively, exaggeratively, exaggeratedly. 전치사 기출의 under, under, across, across, throughout, throughout, within, within, toward, 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 given, given, as of, as of, contrary to, contrary to, since, since, along with, along with, in advance of, in advance of, thanks to, thanks to, as to, as to, between, between, based on, based on, in the process of, in the process of, in the process of, in the heart of, in the heart of, in the event of, in the event of, in the event of, inexchangeable, inexchangeable, excluding, excluding, prior to, prior to, including, including, besides, besides, as part of, as part of, ahead of, ahead of, during, during, due to, due to, as a result of, as a result of, on behalf of, on behalf of, regardless of, regardless of, in response to, in response to, according to, according to, in keeping with, in keeping with, in contrast to, in contrast to, regarding, regarding, until, until, because of, beyond, beyond, despite, despite, A as well as B, A as well as B, rather than, in terms of, relating to, following, instead of, by means of, by way of, with regard to, apart from, in light of, in celebration of, depending upon, in compliance with, in honor of, in favor of, as opposed to, as opposed to, is opposed to. Day 27. Dimensions. Customized. Online order. Online order. In stock. In stock. Back order. Back order. Due. 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 Price range. Price range. Prepaid. Credit card statement. Credit card statement. Separate. Separate. Wholesale. Wholesale. Payment arrangements. Payment arrangement. Continued. Continued. Query. Query. Accommodate. Accommodate. Confirmation. Confirmation. Unusable. Unusable. Discomfort. Discomfort. Disappointed. Disappointed. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Crack. Crack. Defect. Defect. Faulty. Faulty. Persist. Persist. Fall short of. Fall short of. Original packaging. Original packaging. Component. Component. Money back guarantee. Money back guarantee. Balance. 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 Credit. Balance. Repayment. Repayment. Reimburse. Reimburse. Proof of purchase. Proof of purchase. Full refund. Full refund. Application materials. Application materials. Advanced degree. Advanced degree. Well suited. Well suited. Capacity. Capacity. Hiring decision. Hiring decision. Good fit. Good fit. Strong background. Strong background. Work ethic. Work ethic. Tremendous. 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 Invaluable. Invaluable. Referral. Referral. Report to. Report to. Employment agreement. Employment agreement. Contract position. Contract position. Probationary period. Probationary period. Supervise. Supervise. Excel. Excel. Dedication. Dedication. Funding. Funding. Business plan. Business plan. Loan application. Loan application. Proceed with. Proceed with. Calculation. Calculation. Draw up. Draw up. Acceptable. Acceptable. Take into account. Take into account. Adjustment. Adjustment. Bridge. pricing, scope, subcontract, renew one's contract, within budget, follow up on, outsource, provision, celebratory, outing, rain or shine, turn out, count, presenter, finalist, availability, respective, adjourn, biographical, duration, time slot, fill up, beforehand, forthcoming, ambience, audiovisual, trial on, product manual, fee waiver, unused condition, refund policy, repair damage, warranty service, within 10 days of purchase, within 5 business days. To this end, inquire about, cover letter, length of service, the greatest strength, official title, a warm reception, speak highly of, early retirement, farewell gathering, official invitation, shipping details, earlier than requested, cost analysis, in writing, suit the needs, expense report, exclusive access, easy to follow instructions, associated materials, transaction record, authorized service, replacement unit, professional demeanor, sincerely apologize, be dissatisfied with, as a token of appreciation, play a pivotal role in, curriculum vitae, technical qualification, employee retention, relinquish the position, relinquish the position. Incidental expenses, brand awareness, brand awareness. Scores of inquiries, scores of inquiries. Grow exponentially. Be of service to, be of service to. Face up competition, face up competition. Preventive measures, preventive measures. Alternative session. Everyday operations, everyday operations.